if anybody's interested. How about a Dancing with the Stars review? Week 1 from somebody who doesn't know who any of these people are. I know who some of them are from when they were little, not from when they're adults. Also the people I've never even heard. Your opinion here, right? No bias at all. So let's just get right into it with Jordan Childs and Ezra. I wrote that they did, what kind of notes did I take? We took some notes. Okay, so I wrote, first of all, love this girl from when she was in the Olympics, and gonna be really quick. She danced the salsa. I wrote stiff, lots of flips, and not enough salsa, which is kind of what I think the judges gave them. I think she got a lower score and at a possible 20, but there were only 2 judges that were there, and she was the first one to go. So everybody made it to this week because there was no cuts for last week. So nice to see her out there. Nice to see her doing well. I thought she did good. Next up was Dylan Efren and Daniela. They did their song To Milkshake. I mean, that's a lot of fun, that song. And those of us in Gen X know it. So thought he did great. I don't know him either. He's another reality TV star, I guess. I'm embarrassed to say I don't know any of these people, but I will know them by the end of the show, right? He did great. Of course, she out-danced him a little, and he's gonna have to learn how to be a little bit stronger, but he did good. You did good. And for the record, I wrote hip shaking and feet good, if that means anything to anybody. Okay, next was Elaine Hendricks and Alan. This girl and I are only 6 months apart, and look at her in that dress. You know how hard it is to be 54 and look like this? And she said that the body doesn't move as well as it does. I understand that. We all understand that, Elaine. Don't worry about it. You did great. You moved great. I wrote little stiff, and then I wrote car accident. Did you mention a car accident maybe? I don't remember, but I just know. Okay, honestly, I think this was my favorite dance of the night, right? So this is Whitney Levitt with Mark Ballas. So maybe I feel like I've watched Mark grow up on this show over the years, but him with that hair, and then when he came out with it in that man bun, I mean, Whitney, sorry, but that moment with the man bun was all about Mark. Very good high kicks I wrote. I also wrote good footwork, and then I wrote, love him, his bun so tight. Clearly, I was watching not Whitney. I thought you did great, and you were my favorite for the entire show, so I'm sure you're gonna bring it strong this week. Baron Davis, I thought this was also great. You know, dancing isn't his thing, right? He admitted that he hasn't been in shape for a bit. Basketball player, did very well for somebody who was doing his best. You know what I'm saying? I love the MC Hammer, totally our jive, and I thought it was really brave for you to get out there, so good work. Okay, Alex Earl, what can we say? Her and Val are a great dancing team. Alex, you did fantastic. I mean, I've just seen you a little bit on TikTok. I know that you're way TikTok famous. You're not on my side of TikTok, but I have seen you, and I think you did great. I wrote excellent, little stiff, but good. And, you know, Bruno made the point that you got the legs for it, and girl, you have the legs for it. You did great. Oh, this was someone too that I loved, Scott Hoying and Riley. This is the guy from Pentatonics. Loved him. I know this was a very difficult, out of your boundaries kind of a thing to do this, Scott, but you did great. You were nervous, but you look good. I thought the kicks were good. You're gonna have to be a little bit better of a lead with her, but this was the first dance, and I know that you're gonna master this. So keep going. You did great. They did not deserve that 10 score. Danielle Fishel, Posh, very good teaching. Danielle, I know this wasn't your forte. Very proud of you. I do feel like this is another one that I've watched grow up. Nice to see somebody in their 40s moving around a little bit, and you look like you had fun, and that's the whole point of it. So hopefully all of your fan base will be voting, and you know you'll get our vote too. Okay, Jen Affleck. This was actually, and hello, this guy just came off of, Jan is his name, just came off of the Taylor Swift tour. I mean, this girl just had a baby 2 months ago. What? She has 3 kids under the age of 3. Can we just pause on that for a minute? Okay, the fact that she got into that dress, The fact that somebody can lift her up on their shoulders. She had very good kicks. The only critique was that they did a lot of flying in the air, and I agree with that. I thought that she had not enough salsa in her salsa. Loved the song by Bad Bunny, and as somebody from Miami, I loved the Cuban flair to it, and it looked amazing. The whole outfits, the band behind you with the bongos, it looked great. So keep going, girl. All of the mamas out there are rooting for you. Corey Feldman and Jenna, so they're Gen Xer. I know you're doing us proud. Very brave for you to do this, totally out of your element, and you are the ultimate entertainer. So you're doing great, okay? Love the Michael Jackson stuff that you had to throw in there. I wrote stiff. Gonna need some lurk, but I'll tell you what, there was one point where your smile was genuine, and it was very, very brightened up the whole room. So happy to see you out there, Corey. You're doing great. Lauren and Brandon. Now, Lauren is one of the singers from Fifth Harmony, and I actually took my kids to see Fifth Harmony way back in the day, and so I'm really proud to see you out there today. I thought that you did great. I love the purple outfits. Listen, you got the moves in you, and you know it. And I'm happy that there's a little bit of curve to you, because it shows everybody that you don't have to be this big to have a good time and to be beautiful. And you did great. Andy Richter, another one over the age of 50. Easiest thing to move to these dance moves. I'm very happy to see that you have a great sense of humor about it, and you know that you're bringing your personality into this, which is great. I'm sure that the 4 that you got from one of the judges meant nothing. You have a lot of good dance moves in you, and you look like you were having fun. So I wrote not terrible footwork, loose, and he had fun. Those were my notes. So Hilaria Baldwin. Hello, who expected this out of you? Not me. I didn't realize the whole family dynamics there. I'm happy to meet your family. All of us, of course, are fans of Alec. And you guys have been through a lot over the last few years. So I'm happy to see you out there and getting your kids with you out there. Good for you. Did the cha-cha. It was a great dance. I wrote excellent footwork. Great footwork again, playful, and you guys had a great song with Get It Loud. Not expect to enjoy you, but you were a delight to watch, and you're going to keep doing great. And keep your kids there, because we like seeing them. And last is Robert Irwin. What do you have to write about this 21-year-old that we've all watched grow up since he was born, literally? He's dancing with Whitney. They did a jive. They were the only ones who did a jive, by the way. That he was not putting, I wrote 0 heels, and his facial expressions were crazy good. So nice to see you and your sister and your mom there. We love you. You're going to do great, Robert, and you might win if you keep this level of fun up. It's long enough video for this. I was just putting in my 2 cents about this show. We will do another one next week. Here, this is me documenting for my kids that I'm actually watching the show. Bye.